Okay, welcome. Welcome again. Welcome to a new class. Welcome to class number 30. Okay. Little by little, step by step, we're improving and we're progressing. I enjoy the feeling of progress. Yes. It's stimulating for me. I enjoy the feeling of progress. But most of the progress is taking place and is going to take place today on camera number 1. So, let's change. All right, yesterday I bought a new car. I bought a new car. It was expensive. It's a little bit expensive in my opinion, but actually, I thought it was going to be even more expensive. I wasn't surprised, because actually, a decir verdad, I thought it was pensé que iba a ser más caro todavía. I thought it was going to be even more expensive. Actually, a decir verdad, actually, que no significa actualmente. Actualmente en inglés es now. Okay? Ahora, now. Actually means en realidad. O quizás mejor incluso a decir verdad. I thought this program, or this Valgo en Inglés 4.0, I thought it was going to be very difficult. But actually, it's fun. Actually, a decir verdad. Al final, en realidad, actually. Pronunciación, ac, como actor, shoe, como zapato, actually. Actually. Actually, it's much easier than I thought it was going to be. This program is much more fun than I thought it was going to be. This studio is much smaller than I thought it was going to be. I thought I was going to give my classes in a big, spacious studio. But this studio is relatively small. It's much smaller than I thought it was going to be. Actually, I thought it was going to be an enormous studio, but actually, it's quite small. It's quite small. Okay? I thought it was going to be big. And when I came to Spain, originally, I came to Spain the first time in August 1972. August 1972. And I thought, before I came, I thought that all the women in Spain wore flowers in their hair. But actually that wasn't the case. I didn't see any women wearing flowers in their hair. I said, hey, look, wow, Spain is not what I thought. I thought I was going to see women with flowers in their hair. And I didn't see any women with flowers in their hair, okay? And I thought the men, when I came to Spain, I thought all the men were going to be interested in bullfighting, tauromaquia, but it was not the case. Some men, yes, but others, no. So it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. Actually, Spain was not too different from the rest of Europe when I came here, okay? Now, the first time I went to the university, the first time in 1970, when I was 18, yeah. I went to the university for the first time, and I thought it was going to be relatively the same as secondary school, but actually it was a lot different. It was a lot different. Okay? The teachers didn't really worry about me as a student. It was my responsibility to study and to pass. And it was the teacher's responsibility simply to teach, as well as possible the subject, but not to worry about every student, like in secondary school, which is more common. So, the university wasn't what I thought it was going to be. Escucha, voy a decirlo despacio, para que oigáis los componentes de la frase. La universidad no fue lo que yo pensé que iba a ser. The university wasn't what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be easy, but it wasn't. So, it wasn't lo que es what. It wasn't what I thought it was going to be. It wasn't in line with my expectations. Okay? It was different from what I thought it was going to be. I was surprised. Actually, it was a lot different from what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be similar to high school or secondary school, but it was different. It took me 1 semester perhaps to adapt to the academic and social life. Well, social life, no, the academic life at the university, because it was different from what I expected. It was different from what I thought it was going to be. And then, in 1977, the next to last day, ¿cómo se dice penúltimo en inglés? Next to last. The next to last day in 1977, I got married. Yeah, I got married. Actually, I got married twice, but to the same woman. I got married in Spain on the next to last day. On the next to last day, digo on porque es un día determinado, on the next to last day of 1977. And then I got married a second time in Corpus Christi, Texas, a town in Texas on the Gulf Coast, the Gulf of Mexico. And I got married a second time, yeah. I had no idea I was going to get married a second time. When I married my wife, when we got married, fijaos, cuando uso el complemento, cuando me casé con mi mujer, digo solamente marry. When I married my wife, por ejemplo, si quieres decir a una persona, cásate conmigo, es muy fácil en inglés, marry me. Cásame, literalmente, marry me. When I married my wife, ahora, cuando nos casamos, when we got married, I had no idea I was going to get married a second time to the same woman 7 months later in Texas. Yeah, but that was the case. We went to Texas 7 months after getting married in Spain to visit my parents in Texas. And we went to the county courthouse, Juzgado del Condado, to validate our marriage. And it was easier to get married again than to finish the process of validation. So we got married again. Actually, we got married twice. Once in Spain and once in the States. And I have a libro de familia in Spain. I have a marriage license from the States. Oh, okay, doble crimen. I got married twice. But I thought I was going to get married once, but actually I got married twice. Okay, so I only have about 5 seconds left, so it's better for me to say goodbye for the moment. I'm passing the class to another teacher, but soon I'll be right back.
Gracias, Richard. Yo soy David Wardell. My name's David Wardell, and I'm here with Nacho. How are you today, Nacho?
Fine, thanks, David.
Yes?
How are you?
Are you very, very well?
Very, very, very well.
And
yes.
are you going to speak English perfectly today?
Perfectly. I will do my best, but I can try.
Good.
Yeah.
And I hope at home you will speak English perfectly today. Of course you will. Okay, today we're going to revise the last class, okay? So we looked at the irregular verb to send, which means what? To send.
To send, enviar.
Enviar, mandar, exactly, very, very good. And of course, the past of the verb to send is irregular, so it's not ed, it's not sended. The past of the verb to send is, Nacho?
Sent.
Sent. Con a T, a very clear T sound. So every day I send with a D. Yesterday I sent. Sent. I want to hear the T, okay? I want to hear the T in the past. It's very important. So I'm going to ask you some questions, okay?
Okay.
So are you ready?
I am ready.
Good, okay. The first question is, did you send the email last night? DKC.
Yes, I sent the email last night.
Muy bien, otra vez.
Yes, I sent the email last night.
Muy bien, and you can hear at home, you can hear he's pronouncing the T very, very clearly. I hope you are too, yes? So, did you send the email last night? DKC? Yes, I sent the email last night. Yes, I sent the email last night. Very good. The next question.
Okay.
Did you send the money yesterday? Did you send the money yesterday, Nacho?
Yes, I sent the money yesterday.
Okay, now the sent was perfect. What was
Yes,
not quite so good was the article the, con th, the.
I always forget that.
And also dinero, money, 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 not money, 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 money. Okay, so did you send the money yesterday?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I sent the money yesterday.
Okay, one more time. Very good.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I sent the money.
Money.
Money. I sent the money. Money yesterday.
Okay. One more time. One more time.
Yes, I sent the money yesterday.
Mejor. Okay, very good. In casa, did you send the money yesterday? Dije sí. Yes, I sent the money, not money, money. Es como una A, bajando la mandíbula. Money. Hay que abrir la boca. Yeah?
Vale.
Okay, very good. One more. Did you send me a text message yesterday?
Yes, I sent you a text message.
Message?
Message yesterday.
One more time.
Yes, I sent you a text message yesterday.
Okay, not bad. Okay, in casa, did you send me a text message yesterday? Yes, I sent you a text message. Message, not message. No. Message yesterday. Okay, the other thing we looked at yesterday was something a little bit tricky, a little bit difficult. It was the use of was going to. Iba a ser algo. Iba ir, whatever, okay? Which is was going to. So in the context of, actually, I thought it, or he, or she, or they, was or were going to be more easy, or easier, or difficult, more difficult, not more easy.
No.
Okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, so I will ask you a question, and you will answer with, actually, I thought, blah, 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 blah. Okay?
Blah, blah, blah. Okay.
Yeah, are you ready? So, was the weather bad? El tiempo. Was the weather bad? Venga.
Actually.
Remember 3 syllables. Actually. Okay?
Actually, I thought it was going to be.
Okay, now we have bad. So what's the comparative?
Bad. Okay.
Comparative of bad is not badder.
No.
Or more bad. What is it? Do you remember?
Oh, yes.
Begins with W.
Worst.
Worse.
Yes, that's the word.
Worse. Sinte. Worse. So,
sinte. Okay.
Yeah, so can you repeat it? So I thought the weather was going to be worse. Repeat.
Actually,
yes.
I thought it.
It
was to.
Going to be.
It's going to be worse.
Worse. Okay, repeat one more time.
Okay.
Actually, I thought it was going to be worse.
Actually, I thought it was going to be worse.
Muy bien, porque no has pensado. Salió muy bien. Sí. So, was the weather bad? Actually, I thought it was going to be worse. Bad, comparativo, worse. Okay, one more. Was the car expensive? Expensive, a long adjective, so be careful.
Actually, I thought it was going to be more expensive.
Muy bien, okay. So, was the car expensive? 5 points, 5 points. Was the car expensive? I thought it was going to be more expensive. That's all we have time for. Os paso con Richard. Muchas gracias.
Okay, welcome back. I told you I was going to speak today about the difference between ser and estar in Spanish, didn't I? Excuse me, Richard, could you repeat? Sure, no problem, but I'll repeat on camera 1, okay? Okay. Yes, I told you in the last segment I told you I was going to talk to you about the difference in Spanish between ser and estar. No, you didn't. You didn't tell me that, Richard. You told me, well, you didn't tell me what you were going to do. Yes, I did. I told you I was going to talk about Spanish grammar. I don't think you told me that. I don't remember hearing you say anything about teaching Spanish grammar. Yeah, I told you I was going to mention certain aspects of Spanish grammar. I told you I was going. Te dije que iba a mencionar. Te dije que iba a mencionar. I told you I was going. Claro. Entre comillas, en el segmento, en el bloque anterior. I'm going to speak to you about certain aspects of Spanish grammar. Don't you remember? I told you I was going. Fijaos como cambio de I'm going to I was going. I told you I was going to speak to you about certain aspects of Spanish grammar, including the difference between ser y estar. Both of which, de los cuales ambos, both of which mean to be in English. All right, it's very difficult for foreign people to learn the difference between ser y estar. Very difficult. Because it's the same word. It's like you have the problem with to make and to do. Because in English, in Spanish, it's hacer. All right? So you understand the problem we have with ser y estar. Now, but I told you I was going to do that. Don't you remember? I told you I was going to do that. Don't you remember? You have a poor memory. You have a very short memory. I told you I was going. I told you I was going to talk about ser y estar. I told you I was going to explain the difference between por and para. And I told you I was going to do several other things concerning Spanish grammar. Apparently you don't pay attention to me, or you have a very poor memory. Por lo visto. Apparently. You have a very short memory, or you simply don't pay attention when I teach. Pay attention, okay? And you won't forget these things. I also told you I was going to invite you to a party next Saturday. Don't you remember? You don't remember. I said textualmente, Inés, would you like to come to a party in my house next Saturday? I'm having a big party, and I hereby invite you. Excuse me? I hereby invite you. Hereby? What does hereby mean? Hereby means por la presente. Todo junto. Here, be. Hereby. And I hereby invite you, Inés, to the party. You don't remember. I told you I was going to invite you to the party. And you told me you were going to give me your answer in this segment of the class. So, Inés, what's the answer? Are you coming or not? ¿Vienes o no? Are you coming or not? Richard, I didn't tell you I was going to go to a party, and I don't remember that you invited me to a party. Did you tell me you were going to invite me to a party? Yes, I told you I was going to invite you, and you told me you were going to give me your answer today. So Inés, come on. Apparently you have the same problem as Manolo. Either you're not paying attention to me, or you have a very short memory span. All right? So, would you like to go to the party? Huh? All right. Well, give me your answer in the next segment, okay? Think about it. All right? And now remember, I'm inviting you, and I'm telling you to think about it, so don't forget in the next segment, okay? I also told you, Francisco, I told you that I was going to test you on your usage of the present tense. Do you remember? Yeah. I told you I was going to ask you a few questions in the simple present. Don't you remember? Me? You didn't tell me that. You didn't tell me you were going to ask me any questions. You must be thinking about Paco. I'm Francisco. Well, Francisco, Paco, what's the difference? Well, nobody calls me Paco. My name is Francisco, and I go by the name of Francisco. Now, maybe you have another student by the name of Paco. Maybe you were talking to Paco, but you didn't tell me you were going to test me, ponerme a prueba. to test me on the present tense. No, I'm not prepared. I didn't expect a test today because you didn't tell me you were going to give me a test. Yes, I did. And you simply don't remember. And I didn't talk to Paco. I was talking to you. And I told you, I remember perfectly. I remember perfectly at the end of last class when I was sitting on the edge of the table talking about learning and about the philosophy and motivating you. I said, by the way, Francisco, be ready in the next class because I'm going to give you a test on the present simple. No, you didn't. Let's go back and see that class again, and you'll see that you didn't tell me you were going to do that. You didn't tell me you were going to do anything. When you were giving your little speech at the end of the class, you didn't say, you didn't tell me, you didn't say, you didn't tell me, you didn't say you were going to give me a test. In fact, you didn't say anything specific to anybody. I'm not ready today for a test. I'm sorry, I haven't studied. So if you were going to give me a test, it's not going to happen because I'm not ready and I refuse to take a test now. Okay? Maybe next class. Okay? But I'm sure that you didn't say you were going to give me a test. You told me, well, you didn't tell me anything. Maybe you told Inés you were going to give her a test. Maybe you told Paco you were going to give him a test, but you didn't tell me. Okay? Ay, estamos con esto, porque es muy importante. Se habla mucho en cualquier idioma lo que se llama reported speech o indirect speech. Dijiste que ibas a hacer o creí que iba a ser más divertido. Iba a. Tienes que dominar esto con agilidad porque luego son unas articulaciones muy dinámicas dentro del idioma y sobre todo en el tiempo pasado. All right, we're going to pass the ball to some of our sponsors and then I'll be right back. Okay, I'm going to speak to you. ¿Qué dije? Dije que iba a hablaros. I said I was going to speak to you. I'm going to drop the pencil. Are you ready? Well, I said I was going to drop the pencil, but I prefer to keep it, okay? I'm going to drink some water, okay? Well, excuse me. I said I was going to drink some water, but maybe during the break, when I pass the class to another teacher. I'm going to make you work with English. And this time, what I say I'm going to do, I'm going to do. I'm going to motivate you and stimulate this class to make you work. And you will not say, pero no dijiste nada de eso. You didn't tell me you were going to motivate me to study. Well, I am. So now, another teacher, and then soon, very soon, I'll be back.
Thank you, Richard. Hello, everyone. I'm Natasha, your teacher for today, and for the grammar point, we're going to work on today a lot, okay? We're going to work on this grammar point with a very special student, okay? We're here with Mamin. How are you, Mamin?
Good day.
Good day, very good. She knows this makes me happy, okay? And it makes me happy at home if you say it too. The Australian way of saying hello, good day. I want to hear you at home. Very good. So tell me, how are you today?
I'm fine. I'm really happy to be here.
Are you excited?
Yes.
Are you ready to work hard?
Oh, yes, of course.
Did you study for today?
Yes, I always study.
Very good. She's the best student. You have to take note of everything Mamin does because she studies. She's excited. Are you excited to be here? Did you study for today? Yes, of course you did. Okay, today we're going to work on many different things, but one of the things we're going to work on is I told you it was or they were going to. So was or were going to, okay? Now, I'm going to say a sentence, okay, Mamin? And you have to say Oh, but I told you that was going to happen.
Okay.
So for example, if I say to you, I'm sitting down, well then you would say, I told you
Okay.
you were going to sit down. Okay?
Okay.
You understand at home. It's very, very easy. It's a piece of cake.
Yes.
What's a piece of cake? What's the translation?
It's a walk on the park.
Ah, very good. She's giving us more expressions. Very good.
Es-
a walk in,
es-
a walk in the park.
Es pan comido.
Pan comido, a piece of cake. Okay, ready? The first one. It's raining.
I told you it was going to rain.
She's acting as well. I told you it was going to rain. Okay. Okay, she's a very good actress. Okay, next one. They're winning.
I told you they were going to win.
Very good. You at home. They're winning. I told you they were going to win. Okay, so remember you have to put the verb to be into the past. Okay, te dije que iban a ganar. I told you they were going to win. Very good pronunciation. Okay, next one. They're working until late.
I told you they were going to work until late.
Very good. Okay, careful with the pronunciation of work, trabajar, okay? Work. It's spelt with an O, but you pronounce it as if it were with an E, okay? Work. Because if you pronounce it with an O, what's that? What word is that? Do you know, Maman? If I pronounce it as if it really were an O,
Work.
walking, what's
Walking.
that?
Walking on that.
Andar, mucho cuidado, porque si lo pronunciáis con una O parece andar, pero con una E es trabajar. Qué complicados que somos, ¿no? Okay, so say it again. They're working until late.
I told you they were going to work until late.
Very good. Okay, the next one is for you at home. Let's see if you get this right, okay? We're studying. Very good. I told you we were going to study, okay? I told you we were going to study. Okay, the next one is for you, Maman. Are you ready?
Yes.
You're studying English.
I told you I was going to study English.
Very good. Again, say it again and more confident.
Yes, I told you I was going to study English.
Perfect. It's happening.
I told you it was going to happen.
I'm laughing because Mami gets into it. She's really acting. I told you it was going to happen. Okay, very good. Like telling me off. No. The next one for you at home, and I want you to be just as excited as Maman when you're saying it. So point at me and tell me off a little bit, okay? She's leaving. Very good. I told you she was going to leave. Very good, very good. Okay, the next one is for Maman. They're coming to the party.
I told you they were going to come to the party.
Okay, say it again.
I told you they were coming. They were going to come to the party.
Very good. Let's see if you at home can say it, okay? Let's see. So, they're coming to the party. Very good. I told you they were going to come to the party, okay? Remember about putting that verb to be into the past. I say it in the future, but you have to put it in the past, just like in Spanish, okay? Te dije que iban a venir, okay? So, I told you they were going to come to the party. Okay, the next one is for you at home, okay? He's finishing his homework. Very good. I told you he was going to finish his homework. I told you he was going to finish his homework. Remember, never forget that to, going to, okay? Remember this because many people forget that little to, but that's very important, okay? So I told you he was going to finish his homework. Okay, the next one is for Maman. They're baking a cake.
I told you they were going to baking a cake.
They were going to bake.
Bake a
Okay,
cake.
very good. So
Yes.
again.
I told you they were going to bake a cake.
Very good. Okay, for you at home, remember, this is also a very common mistake, okay? Remember after going to, we have to put the verb in the base form, okay? Bake in this case, never baking. So bake, come, study, finish, and so on, okay? So let me say it for you at home. They're baking a cake. Very good. I told you they were going to bake a cake. Very good. The next one is for Maman as well. You're preparing the meeting.
I told you they were going to prepare the meeting.
No, you're preparing the
Yes.
meeting.
I told you I was going to prepare the meeting.
Very good. I told you I was going to prepare the meeting. Okay, the next one. For you at home. The dog is playing in the garden. Very good. I told you the dog was going to play in the garden. Remember, say it out loud. I need to hear you from here, okay? So remember, always practice things out loud, okay? All right, the next one. She's driving my car.
I told you they were going to she was going to drive your car.
Very good. Repeat it again.
I told you she was going to drive your car.
Very good. The next one. We're speaking English.
I told you we were going to speak English.
Very good. Very good. She gets into her character, right? He's taking out the garbage. So for you at home, he's taking out the garbage. Very good. I told you he was going to take out the garbage. What is to take out? Do you know at home? Very good. Let's see if Mama knows. What is to take out?
Quitar las malas hierbas.
No, to
Yo sé.
take out the garbage. Sacar la basura.
Yes.
Yeah?
So the garbage.
Let's see so I'll say it to you. He's taking out the garbage.
She's taking out.
I
I
told
told
you.
you she was going to take out the garbage.
Okay, now with he. So repeat again.
Yeah. I told you he was going to take out the garbage.
Very good.
I didn't
Very
know
good. Yeah.
that the garbage was basura.
No, garbage can also be trash.
Trash.
Trash or garbage.
Okay.
Either one.
Okay.
You choose whichever one is more you feel more comfortable with. I think trash is more British English. I think. Okay, I'm not too sure. In Australia we say garbage.
Okay.
Okay, but you choose. Okay. Next one. The parrot is speaking.
The parrot. I told you the parrot was going to speak.
Very good. The next one for you at home. She's paying attention. Very good. I told you she was going to pay attention. One more time and louder. Very good. I told you she was going to pay attention. Very good. Okay, Mum, and thank you very much for
Thank you.
everything. Good job. And for you at home, promise me you're going to study, okay? I'll see you next time. Bye.
All right, we're back together. I was going to say something. I was worried. I was waiting for you to come back after the other teacher, and I was waiting and waiting. I said, my God, I don't know where they are. And I thought you were never going to come back. I thought you were never going to come back, but now you're back. So let's proceed to camera 1 and continue our class. All right. You know, I thought until you called me last night, I thought you were going to come see me. Okay. When are you going to Barcelona? When are you going to Barcelona? Next week? Oh, I thought you were going to go the week after. I could swear you told me you were going to go to Barcelona in 2 weeks, not next week. And when are you going to study? When are you going to study this lesson? The day after tomorrow, but you told me you were going to study it tomorrow, not the day after tomorrow. You told me you were going to study the lesson tomorrow. All right? And where are you going to go for the Christmas holidays? Where are you going to go for the Christmas holidays? To Andorra. Why to Andorra? You told me you were going to go to Granada. You didn't tell me you were going to go to Andorra. I was under the impression that you were going to go to Andorra. I thought you were going to go to Andorra. This is new for me. This is a surprise for me. Okay? I had no idea you were going to go to Granada. If I had known you were going to go to Granada, I would have made plans too. Okay? Because I thought you were going to go to Andorra. And I could swear, podría jurar, se dice en inglés, y no suena fuerte, I could swear you told me you were going to go to Andorra. Okay? By the way, I heard you have a new job. Yeah, that you've started working in another company. And, you know, I'm surprised because I thought you were going to take a sabbatical. You know, you told me about a week ago, well, about 2 weeks ago. You remember when we had lunch? Yeah. You told me you were going to take a sabbatical. Isn't that right? You told me you were going to take a sabbatical. Un año sabático, un semestre sabático. Se dice en inglés sabbatical. ¿Ok? Y esta expresión año sabático ha venido al castellano, que es una palabra española. Sin embargo, el concepto está importado. En Estados Unidos, sí. Every 7 years. professors, university professors, take a sabbatical, 1 year in which they don't teach, but they research to publish. Now, 2 weeks ago, if you remember, we had lunch together. We had lunch together, and you told me, I remember like it was yesterday, and you told me that you were going to take a sabbatical. And now I've heard that you're working in a new company. Yeah. I didn't know you were going to find a job. I didn't know you were looking for a job. I thought you were going to take a sabbatical. Well, Richard, it's true. Yeah. 2 weeks ago, I told you I was planning to take, or I told you I was going to take a sabbatical, but that was 2 weeks ago. The following day, after our lunch, I got a call from an old friend of mine, and he asked me what I was planning to do, because he knew that I was between jobs. He knew that I wasn't working. He knew, lo sabía, he knew I wasn't working. But he didn't know that I was going to take a sabbatical. So he called me just maybe on the same evening after that lunch. I can't remember if it was in the same evening at home. He called me when I was at home. It was at night. And he said, Manolo. I said, yeah. Pablo, how are you? And he said, by the way, Manolo, I heard that you're between jobs. Yeah. The expression in English, to be between jobs, estar entre trabajos, is a euphemism. It's a soft way of saying estar en paro, okay? And sometimes it's true. You're between jobs, transitioning to a different job. But in this case, that evening, my friend Pablo called me, and he said, by the way, Manolo, I've heard that you're between jobs. I said, yes, I am. Well, I didn't know that you were not working now, and I have the perfect job for you. And I said to Manolo, I said, well, Manolo, my idea is to take a sabbatical, to spend a year off, to take a year off and not work. And he didn't know I was planning to do that. Pablo didn't know I was thinking about that possibility. He didn't know I was going to do that. And he said, oh, Manolo, don't do that. This job is a now or never opportunity. You can manage the R&D department in our company. The R&D department? Yeah. El Departamento de I+D, Investigación y Desarrollo, Research and Development. And I said, Pablo, are you telling me the truth? Is this actually the truth? And Pablo said, well, of course it is, Manolo. Listen, our R&D manager has decided to take early retirement. Early retirement, jubilación anticipada. And so the position is vacant. We are looking for a new R&D manager. R&D, Research and Development. And when I found out that you were free, I called immediately. I found out this afternoon. All right? Listen, you're the perfect person for this. I didn't know you were planning to take a sabbatical, but my recommendation would be to postpone your sabbatical until the end of your working life, until you retire, and to start as soon as possible in this position. Now, Manolo said, my God, I didn't think I was going to receive such a good offer. I quit my previous position. I left my previous position because I wanted to take a sabbatical. But the last thing I expected was to receive such a good offer. I didn't think I was going to receive such a good offer. So maybe I will postpone the idea of taking a sabbatical, and I will take the position. I'll accept. Fijaos cómo pronuncio accept. Tiene doble C. No es accept. It's accept. I'll accept the job. I wasn't going to look for a job. But I got an offer. I wasn't expecting to receive an offer, but that happens sometimes. Some people are lucky. All right. Let's take a short break for another teacher, and I'll be back.
Gracias, Richard. My name's David Waddell, and I'm here with my wonderful student, Luca. How are you today, Luca?
Fine, thank you.
Are you very well?
Yes, I'm feeling very well.
Are you looking forward to the class? Are you looking forward? ¿Tienes ganas?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm looking forward
You're
to the
looking
class.
forward to the class. Good. I'm looking forward to the class, and I hope you are too. Looking forward to the class. Before we start, we have to look at 5 words, 5 pieces of vocabulary that you will find in your vocabulary books. Yeah? 5 words every day. You have to practice 5 words every day. Learn 5 words. It's nothing. It's very easy. Yeah? Now, the first word that appears is the word income. 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 Now, Luca, what does income mean?
Ingresos.
Ingresos. Very good. Income. ¿Puedes decirlo? Income.
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 Yes, with the M, bien marcado. Income. 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 ¿Ya?
Income.
Income. Muy bien. ¿En casa? Income. Income. Bien, ok. La segunda palabra es nature. Nature. No decimos nature. 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 ¿Puedes decir nature?
Nature.
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 Nature. Muy bien,
Nature.
nature. ¿Y significa?
Naturaleza.
Naturaleza. Muy bien, nature. So we have income, nature. The third word is prohibited. 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 Okay, what does that mean?
Prohibido, ¿no?
Muy bien, ¿y en inglés?
Prohibited.
Prohibited. Muy bien, perfecto. Prohibited. Una vez más.
Prohibited.
Muy bien, prohibited, prohibited. And the fourth word is quality, quality, quality. What does quality mean?
Calidad.
Calidad, calidad. Very good. And in English?
Quality.
Quality, quality. And in casa? Good. Quality, quality. And the fifth word is surface. Surface, not surface. 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 ¿Qué significa surface? Superficie.
Superficie. I was thinking in English.
You're thinking about
I
something
was thinking about pronunciation.
Okay.
Surface.
No
No,
face.
no.
Surface.
Surface.
Fist. Surface.
Surface.
Sí, no tiene nada que ver como es escrito, ¿ok? Surface. Surface. Dilo otra vez.
Surface.
Surface. ¿Y en casa? Surface. Surface. Fist. Fist. ¿Puedes decir fist?
Fist.
Fist. Surface.
Surface.
Muy bien, ok, los 5 palabras otra vez. Income, nature, prohibited, quality, and surface. Surface. Qué bonita palabra esto, ¿no? Superficie. Surface. Okay, now let's start the class. Today we're going to look at was going to. Was going to. Now, was going to is iba a hacer, yeah? I'm going to, in presente, voy a hacer. I was going to, iba a hacer. Iba a hacer. Okay, I was going to, you were going to, they were going to, we were going to, she was going to, he was going to, yeah, all these things. Es muy fácil, ¿no? Porque en español es un poco más liado. ¿Cómo se dice? Iba a...
Iba a ir.
Ibas a hacer...
Iba a hacer o iba...
Iba a hacer, iban a hacer, ibais a hacer.
Ah, todo es con hacer. Sí, okay.
Well, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in English is I was,
I was going
you
to.
were,
You were going to, for example, yeah? Yeah, you understand?
yes, and plural. Or
Exactly.
the plural with were.
Exactly.
Okay.
So let's have a look at some examples, because all these examples will be the example when we say iba a hacer algo cuando algo pasó, yeah?
Okay.
Es muy común este contexto. Por ejemplo, ask me what I was going to do when you called me. Ask me what I was going to do when you called me. In casa, ask me what I was going to do when you called me. Okay, Luca.
What were you going to do when I call you?
Muy bien, repítalo.
What were you going to do when I call you?
Muy bien, in casa. Ask me what I was going to do when you called me. What were you going to do? What were you going to do when you called me? Yeah? Fácil, no? Okay. I was going to have a shower when you called me. I was going to have a shower. Iba a ducharme. I was going to have a shower when you called me. What was I going to do?
You were going to have a shower when I called you.
Muy bien. Otra vez.
You were going to have a shower when I called you.
Perfecto. Okay, what was I going to do when you called me? You were going to have a shower when I called you. Yeah? When? I was going to have a shower when I called you, for example. Okay. Now ask me what I was going to do when I met you.
What were you going to do when I met you?
Muy bien. Okay, repeat it.
What were you going to do when I met you?
Otra vez.
What
Lo siento.
what were you going to do when I met you?
What were you going to do when I met you in casa? What were you going to do when I met you? Repeat. What were you going to do when I met you? The sound of the W is problematic sometimes. What were?
What
were? Not were.
What
Were.
were? So what were?
What were?
What were?
What were you going to do when I met you? Okay.
Okay.
I was going to go shopping when I met you. I was going to go shopping when I met you. So what was I going to do when I met you, Luca?
You were going to go shopping when I met you.
Muy bien, repeat.
You were going to go shopping when I met you.
Muy bien, en casa. You were going to go shopping when I met you. You were going to go shopping when I met you. Iba a hacer, yeah? Iba a hacer. Muy fácil. Okay, ask me what I was going to do when I spoke to you.
What were you going to do when I spoke to you?
Muy bien, repeat one more time.
What were you going to do when I spoke to you?
Muy bien, no decimos spoke, remember? Spoke. What were you going to do when I spoke to you? Okay, repeat it at home. Sin spoke. Mejor. Okay, say it again.
What were you going to do when I spoke to you?
What were you going to do when I spoke to you? Muy bien.
Spoke to you.
Okay.
Spoke to you.
Spoke. Perfecto. Okay, I was going to go to the gym when I spoke to you. So what was I going to do?
You were going to go to the gym when I spoke to you.
Muy bien. Repeat one more time.
You were going to go to the gym when I spoke to you.
Y ha dicho la M perfectamente, the gym. Así me gusta.
And the
Exagerado.
S?
The S, perfecto
Spoke.
también. Repítelo otra vez.
What were you going to do? No, what were you... I forgot it. What were you going to do
when I spoke to you?
when I spoke to you?
Okay, I was going to go.
You were
yeah,
going
I was
to go to the
gym when I spoke
when
to you.
spoke to you.
Okay, so what was I going to do when you spoke to me?
I was going to go to the gym when I spoke to you.
Más o menos. It's okay. Very good. Okay, practícalo en casa. Es muy importante. Y os dejo con Richard. Muchas gracias.
Okay, one more class. I'm a little bit tired today. No sé si se me nota, but I'm a bit tired today. And it's been a long day for me, okay? I had to get up very early this morning, as usual. So it's been a long day and I'm tired. But I have to come back tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day. And I have to do 100 other things every day. But I come con la ilusión de enseñaros. I come here looking forward to spending some time with you and helping you with your English. Because it's an attitude, a very positive attitude that I have towards my job, my responsibility, and towards your needs, vuestras necesidades. You need to have an equally positive attitude if we want to be successful in this. So please, I hope you can help me in this. Thank you, and see you tomorrow.